Hello, this is Pastor Plays, and today we're going to be reviewing the Nitro Deck. Now, this is a handheld that you can put your Switch or your OLED, both fit, and you can use this as kind of a replacement for your Joy-Cons. Now, the reason I picked this up is because as a Switch player, I run into the issue of stick drift all the time, especially if I'm playing Pokemon and hatching eggs spinning around in circles. So when I saw this online as a flash sale, I thought, you know what? I'll give it a try. The biggest selling point for me is that it came with its own carrying case. So this is retails normally $90 on Amazon. I think I picked it up for about 60 and change during the flash sale. So let's give it a try. The carrying case fit everything perfectly. As you can tell, there were cables, other things. There is a strap in order to carry it on your shoulder, but I did not take it out for this purpose. I went ahead and went with a classic purple. This does come in different colors. I kind of got this because it reminded me of the old school GameCube and Game Boy Advance era. There are definitely other options, but this was the color that spoke to me the most. Now, right out the box, the buttons feel fine. They don't feel stiff or anything like that. But there is something you need to do in order to utilize this correctly. You need to make sure that you go to your system settings and then go to controller settings because you need to make sure that the wired Pro Controller setting is on in order for this to work. And you can see Pro Controller wired communication is on. I turned it off and I'm turning it back on for the purpose of this video. Now, pro tip, if you are getting one of these, take your Joy-Cons out and then make sure you put it into sleep mode. If you do not put it into sleep mode, your Joy-Cons will still be the primary controller. One of the cool things they added in this bundle is this microfiber cloth. They knew that you would be handling your Switch screen and putting it inside of the Nitro Deck. So an addition like this is very appreciated, especially, needing to wipe off all the fingerprints. Now you'll notice I'm pressing the home button like a genius. The controller has not connected to the Switch system yet. So you're going to need to power your Switch on by pressing the sleep button. And now it will connect. And if I go to my settings, it is connected as a wired Pro controller. One of the biggest hangups I had about this is that it doesn't need to be charged. It's a plus, but at the same time, it would have been nice if this could have been something like it held a charge in order to charge your system. The playthrough was great. It handled well, very, very low latency. The buttons were not stiff at all. As you can tell, the Joy-Cons moved, or the joysticks, I should say, moved great. They handled great, and this is a big worry for somebody who spins around and hatches eggs all the time is, the stick drift. So this is a big portion of why I got this. Now, there is a kickstand in the back, and I found this a little questionable because you can put it in kickstand mode and then utilize Joy-Cons and play that way. But I mean, you can do that with the Switch already, so it seemed a little redundant to me. The only hangup that I had was getting your Switch out of the system. There is an eject button that you must use. And I will tell you guys the truth, taking the Switch out was a lot more rough than having the Switch slide into the system. This is the second time that I put my Switch in and out. And as you can tell, luckily there were no scratches or buffs on this one. But on the first try, I definitely had to buff out a few scratches. And if you have a special edition Switch like I do, you don't want the back of your Switch scuffed up or scratched. So unfortunately for me, that was the breaking point. Everything else was cool. Everything else handled really well. The packaging was nice. The case was nice. We can highlight a few other things that comes with the bundle besides the microfiber cloth. It does have a cable for you to charge. Now you're not charging the controller itself, but this is so that you can charge your Switch while playing. It does use a USB-C and it goes to regular USB. So unless you have a charging block, you're gonna have to provide that for yourself. And they also do include two little joystick toppers that are completely different designs than the ones that come on stock. Now, one of the things that they did promote is that the tops come off really easily. And we've seen it before with GameCube, and those things fall apart after a lot of wear and tear. So keep an eye out on that. The store is saying they are going to be offering these replacements individually and in different colors. Now, overall, the value I thought was fair. The biggest drawbacks were the ejection of the Switch. It was a little rough for me. And then nitpicking would be just if it could charge your Switch itself, I think that would be great. Overall, I give it about an 8.5 out of 10. Everything seemed to work great except for the ejection. This is Pastor Plays. As always, please make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.